Hey guys, Foxdrop here. Welcome back to our Spectate series rework Warwick edition. Last episode we took a look at one of the best singed in career, challenger, really good player. Learned a lot from that one. And today I wanted to take a look at who were the best Warwick players, the new rework Warwick, see what people were doing with him. And this guy's master tier over in Korea. And what really surprised me about this guy and what really appealed to me here and why I wanted to do this gameplay specifically is that this guy plays Warwick support. The person I could find who was high rated and had the highest win rate as well, this guy has around a 65% win rate on Warwick, which is pretty high, plays him support. Not top, not jungle, support. So I'm looking forward to getting into this game here. Now, first thing to say is that we're starting here at the 7-minute mark, which is not ideal. You're not going to see the very early game. He's level 4. I'm really sorry about this. I tried to obviously find the best gameplay to use, but I could only find one replay file that was working for this guy's support Warwick, and it was this one, and this one started 7 minutes in. So I'm really sorry about that, guys. I'm sorry if that annoys you. I know it's not ideal, and I do apologize. So I've taken some notes about this guy, about what he's done. I've researched some of his games and stuff to find some patterns about what he does. To be honest, there doesn't really seem to be too much that this guy takes into account when he plays Warwick. Like, he doesn't pick him as a specific counter pick. He's not playing him with some kind of insane synergy. He doesn't have some kind of like really niche build that he will like change and adapt every single game. This guy does bog standard the same shit every single game. Doesn't matter what the team comp is, doesn't matter what's going down. This guy just picks Warwick support pretty much every single game. So first thing to say here, we'll get into this gank here. You might recognize their Malzahar, the enemy team, Longzhu Gorilla. Gorilla arguably one of the strongest supports in the world in the competitive scene. Sadly though, Malzahar is one of the strongest champions in the game right now as far as it goes, especially from a support perspective. So our friend buddy, Mr. Warwick here, did not stand a chance in this gank. But the way that he played this gank is something that's quite good. Quite something that people don't tend to do very much, and that is that he kind of ganked his own lane. Like, if I can just rewind really quick, I'll fast forward it as well. I'm going to turn this down. The volume seems really high. I don't know if that's just me, but it seems really high. But if you see the pathing he took, he ran around here to kind of gank his own lane. He didn't just appear in the lane. Whoops, sorry. He didn't just appear to like run up here and then let Graves set up the gank. No, he set up the gank himself by ganking his own lane. Of course, Malzahar hit level 6 during the gank, which is kind of sucks because, you know, Malzahar level 6 is really hard to deal with, but still. Pretty smart way, just a little detail there. Not letting the Graves initiate the gank, because Graves is a pretty crap initiator of ganks. He doesn't have any CC or anything like that. So Warwick's starting this up, really good stuff. So some things to note about Warwick, guys. This guy's Warwick, what he does. So runes and masteries. For his masteries, he goes 0, 12, 18 with Courage of the Colossus. For his runes, he goes for 9 AD reds, 3 MR blues, 6 CDR per level blues, 2 health yellows, 7 armor yellows, 1 magic resist blue, and 1 magic resist quint, and 2 move speed quints. So a very, strange page, but to me, what's the most surprising about this are the move speed quints. Oh, he's only got 2 of them, but still, move speed quints are stuff you don't really see nowadays. Ever since like season 2, you don't really tend to see these too much. Outside of that, of course, he goes for Ignite. Ignite is probably the only other, like every single game he goes for Ignite. A lot of supports nowadays will go for will go for Exhaust. This guy doesn't. This guy goes Ignite every single game. And then outside of that, I'll talk about his item build a bit later on, but for now, that's all we need to know to start things off. So his first item that he will get though is his Targons. He'll go for the Targons. I think that's called Targons, right? Relic Shield builds into Targons. So he'll go for the Relic Shield every single game. He has experimented with the coin in the past. He's done that. He went coin into Locket most games, but he's just going for Targons now. He swapped away from the coin. Something that's interesting here as well, which is something that I couldn't tell just by looking up this guy. He's taking the Krugs. What level are these Krugs as well? These Krugs, I can't actually see what level they are. That's a shame, because I don't know if these are like really low level Krugs or if these are actually like full Krugs. I don't know. But he's actually jungling here, which is a bit interesting. Like, to be honest, it's a bit surprising he can actually do them, and he does them pretty easily, but he does leave his misfortune to die, which is a bit unfortunate. He probably shouldn't do that, to be honest with you. But anyway, second part, this guy's build. Starts with the relic shield, gets the sight stone, and then rushes Moby Boots every single game. Moby Boots, this guy gets literally every single game. Got a good cup of tea here. Hope you guys have the same. And he's doing a lot of roaming now that he's picked up his Mobies as well. So a lot of supports will do this, not just Warwick, but people like Blitzcrank or maybe Thresh or Alistair. They get Moby Boots, or Bard as well. They get Moby Boots and they roam around. And this Warwick, especially when with his W up, like the blood hunting thing, he's really good at roaming like this. Like he can roam towards a lane that's, if they're a bit low, he roams towards them. And he gets like a ridiculous amount of move speed here. It's really crazy. Anyway, he seems to be hovering around the mid lane here because it looks like he might want to do like an ulti in mid. But this guy's support playstyle is quite unorthodox. Now you have to know as well that whereas yes, Misfortune's been left alone here, the enemy bot lane, so Malzahar and that, were top lane just now. So it's not just like the enemy team is just gonna stay bot lane here. Once you get the first tower, oh my goodness, you did not want to do that. Oh, here he goes, boys. Oh, he's eating an exhaust here. That's not great. Is he still going to get him? Holy shit, he's going to get him. Is he going to get this guy too? Level 8 versus level 6. Ah, he's been baited in. That was a bait. He almost got him though. He almost got him. If he was a slightly higher level, he would have had that there. I think he may have wasted his ignite on this guy too. But just a really quick thing to note here as well is that once you get the first tower bot lane, you tend to go top lane and then try and get that tower as well. Or you just start roaming. That's what tends to happen in the higher levels of play, even on EU, not just in Korea as well. But bot laners will not stay bot lane once they've got that first tower. So whereas it looked like this guy did leave Misfortune, whereas I admit he probably shouldn't have done the Krugs, after it may look like he's just permanently roaming, but the enemy, you have to understand as well, the enemy bot lane will probably not be sitting in that lane. It's not like he's leaving Misfortune to 1v2 bot lane, because Malzahar especially will probably not be in that bot lane for very long. Let's take a look at the rest of his items here, what he's going to buy. This is something which he's building into now, which you'll see he's going to pick up. And again, he does this every single game. Dead Man's Plate. Dead Man's Plate this guy gets as his core, part of his core build as support Warwick. It's crazy. But still, very heavy roam style of play. Doesn't have his ultimate up. So I feel like if this guy's trying to make a roam and trying to make a play without his ulti, I feel like it's probably not going to happen. So he's probably just going to be waiting around till his ult comes up, honestly, or just, you know, just putting down wards. You've seen he's put a lot of wards down. Like before, he stuck a ward down here, he stuck a ward up here. Like when he was coming back into lane, he did that shit. Like he puts wards everywhere, this guy. And again, using his W to roam around the map. He's tracking his blood scent here. You can see this thing here is a blood scent. There you go. He's found someone. Probably doesn't want to jump in on the Malzahar though, into Fog of War, that's for sure. But still, just crazy aggressive roams here. Look where he's positioning, man. He walked over a ward though, so I don't know what he's doing. I don't think he realized he walked over a ward. Whoa, okay. That's what he's doing. Alright, I'm going to have to rewind this to see exactly what happened here, but... So, okay, yeah. So on Warwick, you can sense some with the blood scent, and then when you sense them, you know where they are as well. He can see that the blood scent ends here. Now, I think we may see this differently in a spectator client as to when you're actually seeing him. Like if he were, like from his perspective, if you were to be playing the Warwick, you probably see an outline as if, like when you sweep something and something's like in a bush or invisible, you see that red outline. You kind of see that, I think. But he knows that something is stood here, so he just ults it. He just ults it and just boom. Of course, when you dive 3 towers, 3 towers deep, you're probably not going to get out of that one alive. But still, that is ballsy as all hell. Holy moly. But honestly, the thing that really started that play, before he even just went as deep as he did, map awareness. Like I was just staring at him. I wasn't looking at the mini-map. But this Alawi obviously must have been fighting Fiora and doing a shit ton to her to get her that low, and he was always just looking at that. To be honest, it makes it kind of easy to have good map awareness, because you can just see, like you can just see where the blood trails, you know. It's like you don't even have to look away from your screen to see where people are that are kind of low on health. How do I get rid of the oh shit, hello. I want to get rid of the, what's the button? Is it I? Yeah, chat. There we go. We don't need the chat there. So yeah, good shit. So this guy's ultimate is still not up, but still he's going to try and see if he can do something. Nice fear. Probably should have popped the blast cone there, honestly, but still sets up the play. Excellent free kill for him. We can see here as well. No, Blast Cannon is going to die for this one. But we can see here too, his item build. He's going into, he's got Chain Vest now, and he's going to be going into the Dead Man's Plate, like I say. I do think he should have popped the Blast Cone there, popped Twitch back, but that was a really good use of his fear. You saw if we just like rewind really quickly here, you see as well something that which is a really like minor point, but it's a big deal here. He sees that he knows the Twitch is here. He knows Twitch is here. Oh, I've actually accidentally rewound a little bit here. So he pings it out. Like he pings it out. Like he knows Twitch is around here. I don't know why Twitch is positioning like that, honestly, if he just got spotted, but still. He knows Twitch is around here. So watch the way he actually positions himself, his own body. He puts himself slightly ahead of the Twitch there, and then uses his fear, and then whenever, whilst the fear is going down, he moves himself behind the Twitch again. Because the way fear mechanics work, when you fear someone, they just run in the opposite direction to you. So you can move around during that fear, and it will move where the person's running because they're just trying to move around you. It's like opposites on a magnet, you know? So it's always going to be moving like this. So once he feared the Twitch, he didn't just stand still. Because if he's standing here and Twitch is standing here, I should do it this way, shouldn't I? If he's standing here, Twitch is standing here, he fears Twitch, Twitch is going to run like this, okay? But if he then fears Twitch, Twitch starts moving away, but then he moves like this, it will start moving like that, you know? Start crossing over, and that's what he did to run the Twitch into his team. Seems like a minor point, but honestly, in a situation like that where you're just running into the enemy's jungle, little mechanics like that make a big difference. I do think he should have popped the Blast Cone though. Like we said before, building into his Dead Man's Plate, nothing special going on here. I should probably start looking at the game a bit more, but still, he's just like he's basically playing this guy like a fighter. Like he's playing this Warwick not really like a support. He's not really playing like a support, honestly. What is he looking at here? Don't know. I don't think even he knows what he's doing here. He's playing this Warwick mostly like a bruiser that doesn't need stats to be effective. Essentially, he's essentially playing Warwick like normal Warwick, I would say, except without needing to get farm and all that stuff. So like an underfed Warwick, basically, we'll put it that way, which is quite interesting because most supports obviously will have, well, supporty play styles, and I'm watching this and he doesn't really play this guy like a support. Honestly, he doesn't. He is support, and this guy has a 65% win rate playing Warwick support, so it works. It's just, you know, it's very interesting to play something like this, play this kind of play style. For his skill order, by the way, guys, he goes Q, E, and then W afterwards. Here he comes jumping in. There's the courage shield as well. Look at that, just ridiculous. Way too ballsy, but still ridiculous. You can just sit on the enemy carries incredibly hard there. You see they even picked out Corky, but I think that was kind of on the backside, but still. Just really, really strong. I mean, his team is behind in kills. Like, he's ahead in gold, but behind in kills. I would argue most of that gold is probably on the Ilawi here. There is a way for me to see that. What is the button? That's the pause. I don't know what the button is. But there is a way to see the gold, and I'm going to press loads of buttons here. And oh, I pressed something. Okay, that's not the button. Where's the gold? Show me the gold. I can't see it. God damn it. Someone told me. Like, I was so bad at controlling this in the past. And someone told me the controls in the comments of one of my, like the last video. And I thought I'd remembered them all. I remembered most of them, but just not the gold one. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that even though his team is ahead in gold, it's mostly on Alawi. Like, the rest of his team is not that fed. So this guy, like, if he tries to pick fights like this, it's not really that smart. And he's even behind. But, like, honestly, it's not smart. It's not smart, but he's getting away with it because this guy's just really strong. Like, he's just really strong. He jumps in, he locks someone down, like guaranteed locks someone down, almost kills people like every single time. And he's just like, it just provides so much. I don't know, it's just pretty crazy. This guy's actually gone Raptor Cloak this game. That's interesting. Still not sure what he's doing. Oh my goodness, that's what he's doing now. I thought he was just dead 100%. Holy moly, I'm going to rewind that one. I thought this was a classic. This is a classic situation of my teammate looks like he might need my help. He's out of position. I'm going to help him. Oh shit, I'm dead. That's what this was. Like, this Alawi here, what are you doing, mate? But then he's out of position. But oh, never mind. He's going to jump in on the Twitch. He heals for a crap ton, and the courage shield on that as well saves his life. Wow, I was not expecting that at all. And Alawi kills the Malzahar in the end there as well. Wow. I don't know. I genuinely thought that was just a suicide, but that's probably why this guy's got 65% win rate on Warwick, and I don't. But it looks like as well this guy's gone 3 points in his Q before he maxes his E. Which, you know, just enough points in Q to do a decent amount of damage, and then points in E to increase your fear duration. And also increases the damage reduction as well. So he gets so much like free... Oh, he's popped his W. What's he hunting here? What's he hunting here? What are you even doing? I don't think even he knows what he's doing here. Look at him. Look at this poor sod. He tried to join his fight and maybe like... I think what he was trying to do there was the fact that expecting Fiora to... perhaps jump over the wall to try and finish off this Misfortune, and he'd be in position to save Misfortune there. But in the end, he ended up just like wasting his W. But you know, it's not really a big deal, is it? So we'll see what he buys here. Now, every single game that I've watched of him, he actually goes Dead Man's Plate. So he has gone coin here. Okay. So this is one of the games where he goes coin. Really interesting here. Now, this threw me off a bit because he started with the Relic Shield. This must be one of the older games where he was still testing out the coin. So that's awesome, because now we see another build as well. So from the games that I've watched him, that will not watch because I can't actually watch them, but the games that I've researched his builds and stuff, he goes like he doesn't turn the Relic Shield into anything. He just keeps it, goes Dead Man's Plate. Some of the games in the past, like I mentioned, he tried out the coin, and this must be one of those games. And he actually starts Relic Shield, gets Ruby Sightstone and Moby Boots. He does that every single game. Like regardless, like even if the coin or the Relic Shield, whatever, still gets Ruby Sightstone and Moby Boots. And then he changes into the coin. Which honestly it makes a lot of sense because of the move speed, right? The move speed synergy with Warwick and his ultimate, he can leap really far. But that's just really interesting. I didn't expect that, honestly. As soon as he bought the Relic Shield, I was not expecting him to change into the coin. Really interesting stuff there. Still, Warwick, this guy as a support is probably one of the best Baron. Oh my goodness, he's jumped in. One of the best Baron takers in the game, really, because he's so tanky, and he does percentage health damage on his Q as well, so he kills Baron very fast. Someone like Malzahar or maybe Brand might... Oh my god, that's a combo wombo right there. Oh, he's flashed in. He's flashed ignited. Oh, he gets it. Flashes his champion mastery before he goes down. If he had his ult up there, that would be even better. Yeah, you know, I think there are a few supports that may be better at doing Baron, but Malzahar with his Voidlings, Brand with his true damage, with his percentage health damage, but Warwick with his percentage health damage, that is definitely something. I want to watch this fight. That is definitely something that is, you know, opened up that play. Of course, Cassiopeia does it very fast as well. It's not just the Warwick, but still, it's pretty crazy nonetheless. Like, I'm not sure if I did say this before when I was talking about the coin build at the beginning of the video, but he goes coin into Locket, which it looks like is what he's going here. When he does buy coin, at least he goes coin into Locket. And when he doesn't get the coin, he goes Dead Man's Plate. Seems a bit crazy, but works for this guy. But yeah, anyway, at this point in the game, Baron's down. The allied team here, the blue team, down in kills, but quite ahead, honestly, overall, as far as the game goes. Especially with this Alawi, who's pretty big. As far as like a split push threat goes, this Alawi is massive. Really, really hard for these guys to deal with on the enemy team. So you can expect to see a lot of split pushing from Alawi, and then for the rest of the team to like group up and try and take a tower, which is what it looks like they're kind of doing here, prepping the mid. But if Alawi does group up, that's a lot of tentacles coming down. That is some hentai level shit right there. And these guys have a lot of damage, this team. This team has a really good wombo combo as well. If Alawi slaps down the tentacles and Misfortune ults, that's going to be pretty big. Cassiopeia can also just ult as well. But this guy's actually popped his W, which means he's hunting people down now. Is he going to jump in on Corki or something? Here we go. He pops the coin for the extra leap on the ulti. Gets the lock on with his Q. Boom, there it is. Just initiates the fight. That's all he needs to do. It doesn't even the team doesn't even kill the person he jumps in on. But he's a huge body in there. He locks down Corki. Corki has to blow everything to run away. And then boom. Just free shit. Just free shit. Free shit for him and his team. It's something which is like a side note here as well. I think 90% of players, especially in lower elo here, would have recalled there. The whole team from in this game realized that Cassiopeia was actually turning there, and then stopped their recall and stayed. But I think most people there probably would have completed the recall, probably not even realized that Cassiopeia was fighting there, or they would have left her and been like, Cassiopeia, you're an idiot, and then she would have died, and that would have been that. Anyway, so here's the end game. Just gonna pause here just so you guys can look at the end game builds and stuff. Here we go. He's actually gone for a sash, probably for that's a specific like Malzahar buy, I would imagine here. But yeah, like I say, coin into locket is what he tends to do. And if he doesn't get that coin, if he sticks to the relic shield, he'll do nothing with it. He'll get a Dead Man's Plate, he'll go Moby Boots, Ruby Sightstone, Dead Man's Plate in that order. And then after that as well, if the game goes even longer, he gets a Spirit Visage. And he'll sell his relic shield as well. Like I guess like at this point when in this game when he went for the coin, in another game he probably would have just sold it. So sold the relic shield and just like bought something else with it. But still pretty aggro, kind of suicidal this game. But you can see the power of this Warwick support. Just runs around honestly, and it's just a big body. But yeah, pretty crazy stuff. So here we go, boys. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. If you did, feel free to leave the cheeky thumbs up. You can subscribe for more spectates like this one. Like I say in the past, we've done a Shaco Challenger one trick who stomped all over Faker. We did a Singed Challenger one trick as well. And we did another one, but it slips my mind right here. I can't remember exactly who it is. But you guys probably remember who it is, so you can leave it in the comments as well. It was Rush's Lee Sin, that's what it was. We did a Lee Sin one as well. Rush, one of the best solo queue Lee Sins in the world. Really good Lee Sin player. This has gone a little bit cold here, but it has been 20 minutes, I suppose, so fair enough. Anyway, boys and girls, thanks for watching, like I say. Have a good evening, and I will see you in my next